fuel pump. Now, the other part of this would be this right here. So this will go in the tank. This will hold my fuel pump straight. This will slide on here. Here's my module. Okay. And the fuel pump is in here. This will act as a collector, if you will, for fuel. Fuel will gather in here. There's a one-way check valve. So when the fuel sloshes backwards, if I'm running low on fuel and the fuel sloshes backwards, I still have a reservoir of this for the fuel pump to pull from. So the fuel pump will go in there. This will go in the tank. And this will hold the fuel pump. So I'll have my level sensor. That's basically how it'll work. Pretty simple. .450 pump. Here's my Dodge module. Basically gutted it. Took the sleeve out. Watch my other video to explain the top here. Oh, excuse me. So here, I got that going in there, right? That's going to hold it. All right. Let's go in there. Basically just dry fitting this right now. This will go in there. This will hold it steady. And I'll just put some zip ties in there. I think that'll work. Just click that in place. That'll hold the fuel pump. And I'll get my strainer on here. Yeah, I think that'll work just nicely. This will still be able to slide up and down. Well, I guess I can go ahead and click this down. I mean, it's all right. I can take it back out if need to be. So the circumference is a retainer, and then you release the two tabs in here and this whole section slides out. See how that holds the fuel pump in there? Easy. Easy peasy. That'll work, see? I'll put my clamp in there to hold it centered, and that'll basically hold the fuel pump. It's pretty simple. Plus, it's cheap. All right, so I'll get some zip ties in there. This actually works out pretty good. Yep. Actually works out better than I thought. All right, cool. What I'll do is I'll run the return line inside here. So essentially what will happen, hold on, I'll get these zip ties in here first. So the return will fill this reservoir and it'll keep the pump cool. And you don't really need these zip ties in here, but I'll do it as a precaution. Use these to weld. All right, so there it is. There's my fuel pump. gonna have to weld that. Gonna have to weld that closed, or put a. I don't think anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to weld that. That's what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and weld it, be done with it.